everybody!
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Welcome back to the channel. Disney Crazy Family here. We've got tips and tricks for your next Pin and Pop event. So some of our friends are starting off 2024 with some good juju by participating in Pin and Pop events. Trade Arcade. It's what they're called. Super exciting. If you're unfamiliar, go check out our video playlist, which will be linked somewhere in this video, and you'll get the lowdown on what Pin and Pop is. Go check out our recent haul video. It's very exciting. Pin and Pop did something super amazing that I was not expecting. Okay, let's get started. What you need to know about Pin and Pop.
We have a list.
We do have a list, very important information, and a few tips and tricks.
So all of this is based upon our style of trading.
And we always have a table for these events because you get awesome offers on things.
And you get little tips and tricks on previews.
Exactly. Yeah, super exciting. People with tables dictate what shows up on the boards for the trade arcades. That's why we like to have a table each month. So there you go.
All right, number one, of course.
Make an account.
Log into your account.
It is free to make an account. The website, if you don't wish to participate in these events, is a very useful database to know what's coming out and to mark ISOs and keep track of your collection. So it's a very useful tool outside of the events as well.
Right, so it's free to add your pins so you know what your pin inventory is.
Super
and
helpful.
Also what you own if you don't plan on trading.
Right, exactly. Number two.
Once you have your account and you've entered all your pins and your pin inventory, you're able to view your home page.
Yes, it will tell you how many ISOs you have, how many pins in your collection that you've logged, stuff like that.
The very important third point here to make is verify your pin inventory. To make sure if you're offering up a pin, you have this pin in your inventory. We know this firsthand.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't make this mistake too many times anymore. It's not an often occurrence for us, but last pin event, yeah, I did make a trade for a pin we no longer had. So I had to take it from our personal collection, but it was declined, yada yada. So I have it back.
We got it back, so yeah.
But anyway, it's just a pain in the butt if you don't double, triple, quadruple check your pin inventory. Yes. Okay?
When you are adding your pins, your pin inventory, add notes. You know if you have a duplicate of a pin and perhaps one has a slight manufacturer defect, whether it be on the bottom of a dress or on a glove, or something just maybe a color bled onto another, add that little note. There is a spot for notes. Add notes as much as possible. If you have a no backer card, that's also an important note. We've recently had a pin trade decline, correct?
Yes, because there was no backer card to it. The pin is authentic. However, the person prefers backer cards with their pins, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Super acceptable reason to decline a trade.
Exactly. If that's how you collect, that's how you collect. Nobody can tell you how you collect.
I would like to point out that that specific note was on that pin during the event, so whether or not the other person saw that note.
Perhaps they were just caught up in the moment and excited about, ooh, the pin.
Absolutely.
And just totally overlooked the note.
Yep, totally understandable.
Yeah.
But notes can be seen on pins when you make offers on them during the event, so please read everything you possibly can on that pin when you're trying to make offers.
Awesome. And add as much as you can. It doesn't have to be a full, complete essay, but like say, nick on glove or enamel bled to blah, blah, blah. Just short, sweet, so the person knows what they are getting. So this also helps for those pin traders in these trade arcades who have auto approve selected as an option with their account, because if you have auto approve on, it's exactly what it says. It's auto approved. If the trader is accepting what you are willing to give and you're agreeing to receive what they are offering without reading notes, buyer beware.
Yeah, this is auto approve is based on authentic pins that have passed the verification process of PinPop. They're never going to verify or auto approve a pin that is fake. You will get pictures of possibly fake pins from Jen and the team, which I highly appreciate.
Yes.
Best part of PinandPop.
Exactly. That is a great option that they give their participants, because not everyone will do that. This takes up a great deal of their time. They've actually stated they've had to take on more people for this particular option, and we certainly appreciate it. We've just also encountered the other side of that, where we had auto approve and it was less than what we would have expected. But you know what? Like we said, buyer beware. We didn't know. So we were like,
true. One of the cautions of auto approving, but everything worked out in the end. Still super happy about the pin.
Exactly. And you know what? It worked out totally acceptable the whole time prior to that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's a live and learn.
One hiccup.
Yeah, out of how many
years
hundreds of pins
done,
perhaps we've traded. I mean,
exactly.
So yeah, no biggie.
Okay.
If that works for you, great.
Going back to number 4.
Yes, your ISOs.
Very important. ISOs, even if you don't trade in the events, it's important to catalog your ISOs so you can keep track of what you want to look for when pin trading. Now, ISOs, there is a new feature for ISOs in the January pin event coming up, which I am so stoked about. The team has been working on this so hard over the past couple of years because it's been coming up as a recommendation to improve the site.
This is awesome.
PinandPop is now having the ability for people to specifically look at pin boards on the day of the event and highlight your ISOs for a particular board, as well as what that board is looking for from your ISOs. So it's trying to match up really idealistic trade offers so everybody could get the best pin event that they possibly can in the 2-day span for these events. PinandPop, you are doing awesome work. This is an amazing feature. I am so excited for this. I love this so much. ISOs is like the big reason PinandPop is such a great thing for us personally, since we don't get to go to the parks that often, and it saves a lot of time.
Yes, and as you know, as a trader, perhaps you're working day and night, because as it is now with the way things are going, people have multiple jobs now and they still love the trade, but perhaps they don't have the time to keep flipping back and forth through all the tables.
And there are thousands of pins during these events, so it's very helpful to just get down to the nitty-gritty of your ISOs when you want to.
Awesome feature. Awesome feature. After you add in your ISOs, you want to make sure that you have
tokens. Tokens is the whole reason that you can trade on PinandPop. Tokens cost real money. They have token packages, which are very affordable. So I would highly recommend thinking about like what type of pin trader you are. Might dictate how many tokens you get for this particular event. Tokens are transferable to future events. So let's say you buy a bundle that has 25 tokens in it. You only make 10 trades in this January event. You have 15 tokens to use at the February event. So tokens are never wasted.
This is where you need to decide, are you a table trader or are you a participating as a regular member and trading on the fly as you go.
Right, exactly.
You must have a token per pin you wish to trade.
Yes.
So if you want to offer up 15 pins, you must purchase 15 tokens. That's plain and simple.
And that's a total, not you want to offer up 15 pins for one particular pin you're looking for.
Right. They do not offer bulk trading. There is no ability to bulk trade. Now, everybody knows, or most people know, that your bulk trading is perhaps you have a highly sought after grail out in the wild. You know, you can possibly trade 5 pins for this one grail. That's not how this works. So if you're offering up a grail, know that you may be offered a awesome LE, but it's only pin for pin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Even if you're offering a multi-pin set, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you offer up a pin set that is 4 pins, you will still only get 1 pin.
In return, yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Lovely tip for Pin and Pop. If you're a new person on here, I highly recommend having mystery pins. Mystery pins are your bread and butter to Pin and Pop because those are the most traded pins during the events. Highly collectible. Everybody loves trading mystery pins to complete their sets. I do very well trading mystery pins, especially for other pins that I had no idea even existed.
Now, once you've done all that, you've decided your pin inventory, you've decided what you would like to offer. Be flexible about this because our next point is viewing other tables if you yourself are a table trader, correct?
Yes. So table hosts have the lovely ability of being able to look at other people's tables prior to the opening of the event. Very, very useful because that means you can mark down all of your ISOs in a list you are able to go through during the event and make quick offers on those.
So just be flexible. Just know, like, you may start off wanting to trade these 10 certain pins, but as you start looking at something, you're like, oh, hey, perhaps I can get this pin. Let me kind of switch that up a little, maybe.
Maybe.
Right. Who knows? Just be flexible. We already discussed no bulk trading, 1-for-1 trades. How about the trades pending or decline, that kind of thing?
Okay, so it's during the event, you've made a couple of trade offers and you're waiting to hear back. Great. So in your account, when you go log in, you'll have the ability to look at your home page for your account. And at the top of the page, you'll be able to see a highlighted bar that's either green, which means accept trade, or red that says decline trade. You can go back and make other additional offers on the declined trades if there's anything available for that pin trader that you have of interest. And you can look at these status updates of the pins you offered anytime during the event.
By clicking where?
You click on there's going to be a box section at the very bottom of your profile page, and it's going to say pending trades or pending offers. I think it says pending offers actually, and this is on the home page for your profile. It's going to be at the very bottom of the screen. Very helpful resource.
So check often, I guess.
Yes, definitely check often. It's a little slow the first hour of the event, but after that,
everybody's on there.
After that, everything is very quick. It's super fun, and you can check anytime during the event's length. So like 3 a.m., you're after work. Yeah, you can check at 3 a.m. You can make offers at 3 a.m. Super cool.
All right, I think that addresses all of our bullet points here.
Bonus tips.
Do.
Okay, so over here on the left side of the screen are some pins that will be considered for Trade Quest. What is Trade Quest, you ask? That is a fun bonus game that occurs during each trading event. Trade Quest is basically like a little scavenger hunt you can kind of cross off pins for. You try to trade for specific pins that fit 5 categories throughout the event. Now you can either trade away pins that fit these 5 categories, or you can trade 4 5-pins that fit these categories. In January's month, we have a heart pin, a couple pin, a sports or exercise pin, a dated 2024 pin, or a 2024 released pin, and a princess pin. Now, the only pin we don't have so far this year is a dated pin or a pin that has been released in 2024. So if the opportunity arises, we will try to trade for the missing category.
All right, but just keep in mind though, while you're doing this, it will cost you a token.
That is true.
So if you are limited on your tokens, and if you can get the 2-for-1, something within the trade quest, and it is something that you do like and it's part of your ISO, aces, if not, and you're just limited to what your ISOs are, nothing wrong with that either.
Exactly. PinandPop is amazing at allowing people to trade freely on the site during these trade arcades, and everybody has a lot of fun.
Huh. I think this is why we do it and we advocate for it.
If you have any additional questions, please ask down in the comments, and I believe that is everything we have to address today. Friends, we hope you have a very good time at your first trade arcade.
And definitely join us in this event.
We're super excited. I cannot wait to see what kind of pins are popping up on the boards. The first event of the year is always the most exciting for me.
And also, with our last trade arcade, we were sent a little reminder to stay connected. So if we trade multiple, you may get a note from us and say, hey, reach out to us on the flip side outside of the trade events. We love to trade outside also.
Yes, so make sure you are connected with us over on Instagram, and go check out the PinandPop Facebook group. Lots of fun games over there too. So stay connected, Pin Pals, and if you have any questions, let us know.
Yes. And if you're wondering about this lovely board over here, these are not up for trade. Sorry about that. It's just we like to show some of our collection. I know people have been wondering about our collections. This is just our little way to sneak in another board.
I swear we're working on it this year, okay? I know I say that every year, but legit, we're working on it this year.
We're just going to sneak it in and give you another little preview. So here we go. We're going to try to sneak them in as often as we can. All right. Well, Pin Pals, this is a lengthy video as it is, so we will thank you so much for coming to the table, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.